Well, if you want to wake up at 3:45 in the morning, just have Pastor ask you to speak the next day. Oh, brother. I got saved at Fellowship of Christian Athletes camp. If anybody knows of the organization FCA, it's wonderful. They use the love of sports, which most of young guys and a lot of young ladies also enjoy and throw their lives into. And they use that to reach them. And it reached me. I was raised in a Methodist church. My parents were nominal, I guess is the correct word, nominal Christians. So the relation with Christ was not there. Church was religion, not relationship. And when I went to this camp, many things were first time for me. A daily devotional, talking about the Bible with people your own age, getting to read the Word in a very simple form. Anybody remember the old Good News Bibles? That's what they gave every kid. Very simple to understand. So don't complain about translations to me because they speak to us on different levels. I couldn't understand many things because the first night this football player got up, because every day we played games all day, and then every night we had a conference in a big room, bigger than this. And he said he loved us, every one of us. And I thought, how is this guy saying this? I don't understand it. He doesn't even know me. I haven't met him, and he's telling me he loves me. I didn't understand that love. So all week long, we were getting messages, simple messages all week long. And the last night, I can remember they were talking about the resurrection. And I realized that everything Christ went through was for me. It was because of love. And now I start to understand that love the guy was talking about. And I gave my heart to the Lord that night. And I testified later that it was like God was just throwing big boulders of love at us. And all we got to do is catch one. Pretty simple teenage thought of how it works, but it worked for me. Anyway, I had a wonderful huddle leader. The huddle leader was over about 10 of us guys. And after this night, which was very critical in my life, of course, changing my life, he took us back to the dorm rooms and got us in a little half circle around. The front of the room had a dresser. It's just a college dorm room, Shippensburg State College. And he said, now look, guys, we want to kind of make some commitments of what you did tonight, what this meant to you, what's going to change. And I sitting on the first chair on the right, he started on the left. So as we went around, one guy took his watch off, and he put one of these little glow-in-the-dark crosses on top of the nightstand, or the dresser, and the guy, he said, just put something on your person up there. And the guy laid his watch down. He said, I'm going to give God my time. Another guy came up, didn't put anything down, but he said, I have a lot of physical abilities. I'm going to start using those for the Lord. Another guy took out his wallet and laid dollar bill or his wallet there and said, I'm going to start tithing. I haven't given to the Lord. I'm going to start doing that. Another guy. Well, anyway, it got to me, and I had one thing that I felt would be worthy of giving him. I took my name tag off, and I laid my name tag on it. I said, he's got all of me. And a lot of times I've been at this church and I've heard testimonies, and it talks to the lost. And if somebody's lost, and this can help you understand the love of Christ, great. But I believe it also speaks to you that maybe you've been a Christian. Maybe you've said a sinner's prayer. You might have meant it, but you never cemented in your heart your relationship with Christ. He did it all. And since about 4 this morning, I started thinking about adoption. The Bible talks a lot about adoption, but it doesn't call us his adopted sons. It says we're his sons by adoption. And you think, well, that's just semantics, just wording. No. Adoption was the process that made us his children. And that adoption was done by love. He went to the cross for me and for you. He died and he rose again for me and you. So when your child isn't acting the way you want, he's still yours. And the state or the government may have had you go through a process of adoption, but that doesn't matter, does it? Because your love for him is what made you yours. And he'll always be yours, and you'll always be his. That's Jesus for all of us.